Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to the honorable judges, teachers and all my fellow friends. Today I'm standing here to present you my story, The Garden of Perry. Ladies and gentlemen, once upon a time there were two friends by the name of Hasan and Kazan. Hasan was all the angry corn on his land. Kazan was a shepherd on a quiet mountain. Hasan lived with his daughter and Kazan lived with his son. Both their wives had passed away not too long ago. Kazan and Hasan would always talk about their life when they were young. They enjoyed remembering the happy past. The winter season for them was fast approaching. Kazan and Hasan were talking as usual. The winter season gets worse every year. My sheep nearly died of hunger during the winter last year, said Kazan. I worry that it will be the same this year. Don't worry, the weather would be better this year, said Hasan. However, the weather did not get better. It was very cold and most of the grass on the mountain died. Kazan brought his sheep under the fields, but unfortunately, the same thing happened. He asked for Hasan's advice. What should I do? My sheep will die and may die too, said Kazan. I am afraid this may be my last winter. Don't say that and don't give up so easily, said Hasan. Hasan was a kind man and wanted to help Kazan. He gave half of his land for Kazan to work on. I have a field of corn that is enough for the both of us in the winter. Don't worry, you will be alright, said Hasan. Tears streamed down Kazan's cheeks. Thank you so much, Hasan. I did not realize you cared so much for me, said Kazan. What are friends for, Kazan? Said Hasan. Since that day, Kazan became a farmer and worked on the field of corn. He was very hardworking with the help of his son and Hasan's advice. Kazan's corn started to grow very well on the land. One day, as usual, Kazan was digging his fields. Suddenly, his shovel hit something hard. Kazan dug further and found a huge pot. Kazan opened the lid of the pot and found it filled with gold coins. He could not believe his eyes. He quickly called Hasan to make sure he was not dreaming. You are a rich man now, Hasan. I am so happy for you, said Kazan happily. No, that money is yours because this land belongs to you, said Hasan. You only lent it to me. Everything in this land is yours, said Kazan. Both of them were very kind and did not want to take the gold coins. Finally, they decided to give the money to their children. Kazan, all children are very close to each other. We can have a party and then give the money as a wedding gift, said Hasan. Kazan agreed with his friend's suggestion. They buried the pot of gold back in the ground. Soon after, Kazan and Hasan threw a wedding for their children and gave them the gold coins. I would choose the gold to buy a big piece of land. Then I would plant fruit trees. The villagers can come to the garden and eat fruits, the son said. He then went to the city. After traveling for a few days, the young man finally reached the city. There, he saw the king's beautiful palace on a hill. At the foot of the hill were 100 birds in cages. The birds' wings and legs were tied up. The young man felt sorry for the birds, and he paid a guard to free all the birds. The bird was so happy and flew high up to the sky. The young man then returned home. He felt very sad. He had used all his money to free all the birds. The young man told his wife what had happened to the money. She told him that she was glad because he had helped the birds. That night, he dreamt of the birds. The birds said, "We cannot repay you your money, but we can help you to build the gardens." The next day, the young man was surprised to see the bird working on the gardens. He understood the dream and felt happy. The garden was a magical garden. There were beautiful flowers and golden apple trees. A high fence was built surrounding the garden. There was also a huge gate. Everyone heard about the magic garden and wanted to see it. However, not everyone was allowed into it. This garden was built for us, the poor people, and the rich people were prohibited. Those who tried to steal the birds, those who tried to steal the golden apples would die, said one of the birds. The young man opened the gate and the poor people went in. Suddenly, the king's soldier arrived. All the treasure in this garden belongs to the king, said the soldiers. Don't pick the apples! You'll die if you do so, warned the young man. The soldiers did not listen. They tore down the fence and rushed into the garden to pick the apples. The moment they touched the apples, they fell to the ground and died. The villagers quickly warned their children not to touch the golden apples. They thought that the garden was cursed by a witch. The young man bit an apple and smiled. He didn't die. This proved that the garden was built for us, the poor people. The poor people were very happy. They had a place to rest and eat fruits. It was such a beautiful garden and they called it the Garden of Perry. Ladies and gentlemen, the lessons learned in this story are 1. Help those in need. 2. Use the welfare of the poor. 3. Share things with your friends. Thanks for listening. Till we meet again. Bye.